Alright, so the Five Nights at Freddy's movie just came out, and it's definitely the horror movie of all time. Listen, we're talking about a movie written by Scott Cawthon. This shit was never gonna be anything special, but I think visually the movie is kind of a treat to the eyes. The choice to make all of the animatronics physical puppets by the Jim Henson Company was a really good idea. The emotionality and physicality of the puppets was really well used, but they seem super underutilized. Freddy especially was barely featured in the film. He appears in like 4 scenes total, I can't lie. The fucking cupcake gets more kills than him. That's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. They also weirdly drop the horror tone like 30 minutes into the film. You'll know exactly what I mean when you watch it, but it's really strange. It's super jarring to watch. In terms of like scale, this is definitely the biggest horror film of this year, and definitely the biggest horror film by Blumhouse, so it's kind of weird that it just drops the horror tone. And it's this specific fact that I think is why the reviewers think this film is so dog shit. Okay, I get it. You're a FNAF fan. You think this film is really great, and you're mad at the reviewers because I don't think the film is that great. But let me recontextualize it in a way that will make a lot more sense as to why this film has got such a low review score. I'm gonna put you in the shoes of one of these reviewers, alright? Picture this. You get paid to watch films. You're going into a horror film and you expect to be scared. And then the scary stuff stops happening about half an hour in. Yeah, you're gonna be fucking pissed off and you're gonna give this film a low review because this scary film didn't scare you. As a matter of fact, it didn't even look like it was trying to scare you. That shit is gonna piss you off so fucking much as a reviewer, you have no idea. Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if the audience reviews slowly went down as more people that aren't FNAF fans go out and watch it. A lot of the conversation around this film about the cameos and the references to the games and not about, you know, the actual film. It's very obvious that a lot of the people watching this film and really enjoying it aren't big movie watchers, and that's fine, but it's very obvious in how this film is being talked about. So yeah. Not a surprise at all that the reviewers don't like this film. But also, you shouldn't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't even like this film that much and I don't even give a shit. The conversation around the film feels more like a, should we give a shit about the reviewers who review this film? Or should we give a shit about the audience who review this film? When realistically, the conversation should be about, is this film good? And that's entirely subjective. I think it's just okay, like a 5 out of 10, but it's not like bad. Okay, it's a bad horror film. It's a really bad horror film, you guys.